This is the biggest story unfolding before their eyes.
Surrounded by friggin' UFOs.
Of a UFO battle in orbit around Earth.
I believe that's 0428.
We're back again here with some new news on Reality Check on the new episode with Ross Coulthart that was just released today. He's announced that there's going to be a new director for AARO. If you don't know, Ross Coulthart recently did an episode with Lou Elizondo, who was extremely high up in the intelligence agency with one of the highest security clearances in the whole American Department of Defense. And basically he disclosed a heap of factual information about the UAP or UFO phenomena that is extremely shocking and exposes the cover-up of UFOs. But Lou Elizondo has nothing to do with the announcement that Ross Coulthart has just made. The director of AARO has actually been stood down and replaced with someone else. And the interim director since October 2023 that was replacing Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, who was a complete incel from the Defense Department and also their contractors, aka Lockheed Martin, Skunk Works, Boeing, etc. So the guy that's replacing him's name is John T Kosloski, who came from the National Security Agency, and he has some pretty incredible accreditations behind him, if I might say, for an AARO director, which really makes Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick look even more stupid and even more like an incel actor for the military-industrial complex. It was so obvious. If anyone didn't see Dr. Kirkpatrick as another puppet, just like the Democratic Party's full of and the Republican Party, he was just another puppet on the cog of the massive machine of anti-disclosure to do with the UFO subject. They employ puppets to spread their propaganda and lies. So Dr. Kosloski has an absolute massive amount of accreditations and also experience in the Defense Department. Supposedly he's taking a genuine response to the UAP phenomenon and is the man for the job. But I could never believe that, because I can't believe anything coming from the government since their history, since the 1950s, of covering up anything to do with this subject and technology that threatens the military-industrial complex, e.g. the fossil fuel sector, the gas sector, the electrical sector. Anything that isn't free energy has been suppressed and shut down, and the UAP subject is the key to unlocking this, and that's why they've gone so hard at shutting down any inventions and anything to do with free energy, because they can't control and profit off it. So without ado, this is Ross Coulthart here. Let's see what he has to say about Dr. Kosloski.
The breaking news of the appointment of a new AARO director. This is the Pentagon's UFO UAP Investigation Office, AARO, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, and the interim director since October 2023, since Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick departed, has been Tim Phillips. And he's now been announced by the Defense Department to be being replaced by a Dr. John T Kosloski, who's come to us from the National Security Agency. And I have to say, Dr. John Kosloski is extremely well spoken of by people I respect and admire in the UAP field. People say he's very, very genuine about bringing a new approach to AARO. Not that he's hypercritical of his predecessors, but that he does want to try and restore public confidence in AARO after, frankly, what has been months of turmoil. One of the first tests of Dr. John T. Kosloski, of course, is going to be whether he retains Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick in the rather unusual role he's had as a kind of semi-consultant to AARO, where he's been commenting in his role as a former director of AARO and being given, I think, undue emphasis, I think, because of his past role as a director of AARO. So it'll be very, very interesting to see whether Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick is kept on in that role by Kosloski. But what I can tell you about Kosloski is he's pretty impressive. He comes from the NSA, which is, of course, one of America's premier spy agencies. He's been involved in what sounds like incomprehensibly complicated research, leading mission-oriented research in the fields of networking and computing. He's a subject matter expert in the area of free space optics, whatever that is, advising various DoD agencies. In addition to his optics research and crypto mathematics, Dr. Kosloski invented an advanced language-agnostic search engine and served at the DoD Special Communications Enterprise Office. This is potentially a very positive move, and it's going to, I think, be incumbent on all of us to give Dr. Kosloski a chance. Let's show him good faith, and let's see how he moves.
Should we give Dr. Kosloski a chance? From what I've seen from our intelligence sector with the extreme propaganda pushed through all the mainstream media networks that they own, the government's deception and lies, I wouldn't trust Dr. Kosloski no matter how many credentials he has. He could be a plant, just like Dr. Kirkpatrick was. I like your optimism, Ross, but I just don't know. I guess time will tell. If anybody's interested, also check out my last video covering Lou Elizondo's interview with Ross Coulthart on News Nation, and also I did a video on the Knowles family abduction that happened right here in our backyard in Australia. Please share my content, my videos. I'm trying to get the factual news out there, the truth for people to see. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but facts are facts. See you next time.